I moved away from my hometown. I left when I was 25 years old. I had grew up in Greenville, South Carolina. Everybody I knew was there, my family. Something just told me, you need to leave this place. One day, I just decided to move to Florida with my son. That was God nudging me to get out of my comfort zone to move. At the time, I wasn't into God like that. I didn't pray much. I didn't talk to God. Moving here and getting out of my comfort zone was the way that I found God, and it was the way that I found my purpose. Of course, there's pros and cons. There's pros and cons with everything you do. One of the pros, you're around new people. It doesn't matter what you've done in your past. This is a clean slate. Nobody knows you. You can do whatever you want. You can be whoever you want. And you won't have anybody having something in their mind that you previously did to say, this is why she can't be that person because she did this or he did this, so he can't be that person. It's okay to find yourself, and you're gonna portray the character that feels the best to you. You can be authentic and you can be whoever you want without somebody thinking something of you. Another pro is that you're on a new part of earth. You are in a new environment. You are like a kid on a playground. You have all these things to go explore. You have all these things that you can go do now. It's the most thriving feeling, especially when I came to Florida. Seeing all this water every day I leave my house, I get to see palm trees. I feel like I'm on vacation every single day. I really live in paradise. Old people come here to spend their last days, to retire, and I get to live here. Another pro, plenty of opportunity. It's inevitable for opportunities to come in. There's so many different things you can do with all the new people that you meet. Cons, missing back home. But you're not really missing it. You're uncomfortable. Keyword. In this new area. And being uncomfortable for a little while is okay, but being uncomfortable stretched over a long period of time, that gets frustrating and you can get really in your head about it. And that is literally why you have to depend on God in everything that you do. I missed home a lot. I was about to move back home a few times. One time I even flew back home, got an apartment, was ready to sign my lease and everything, and then I decided not to move because I felt like me going backwards was me just trying to run back to a comfort zone. So if I know I moved because I needed change, why would I go back to the same thing? My spirit just really had to speak to me through that because I was almost about to go. My biggest tip is that if you're gonna move away, you need to put it in your mind that you are changing. You are moving away to change. Because if you move away and you think things are gonna be completely different, things are not gonna be different at all unless you have a mindset that things are gonna be different, that you're okay that things are gonna change, that you're not gonna do the same thing over and over and over again. There's a story in the Bible. The story is called A Prophet Without Honor. And it's talking about how Jesus was going around and doing all his miracles all over the lands. So he went home to his hometown around the people he knew and he loved. He started to teach at the synagogue. The people were not trying to support Jesus. And this is really speaking to me because this is something that I've been through. But they're like, isn't this Jesus, the carpenter, Mary's son? They were taking offense that he was operating in his gifts. He had no support from his hometown. So then it says, Jesus said to them, a prophet is not without honor except in his own town, among his relatives, and in his own home. He could not do any miracles there except lay his hands on a few sick people and heal them. He was amazed at their lack of faith. What? So you mean to tell me that Jesus Christ, the Son of God, couldn't even operate in his full gifts in his own hometown? It says he couldn't even do anything except heal a few sick people. He couldn't even perform any real miracles because the people that knew him from when he was a child knew him as he was and couldn't see him for who God created him to be. he couldn't operate in his full gifts because nobody supported him from back home. That really relates a lot to my hometown, because there's so many people in my hometown that are amazing and have so many talents. They can draw, they can sing, they can rap, they can write. And when they do try to produce and they do try to put it out there and they do want support, they get discouraged because the people that they expect the most to support them the least. You get out your comfort zone and you move away, the people that's going to support you the most is the people that you don't even know. Strangers will support you more than your closest friend. I promise you that. It's okay to be uncomfortable. There's a quote that I love so much. It says, if you're afraid to do something, then do it scared. And that's seriously what you have to do, because you can't afford not to. You get one life, and this life is what you make it. You have to understand that we have a soul, and the soul is God-given. The soul is the thing that makes us who we are. It is our personality. It's how we show up to other people. It's how we show up for ourselves. That is the God in us. And if everything we're doing is not honoring that part of us, and the things that we're doing is not honoring God, then everything will crumble. It's not a sprint. It is a walk with God. Take your time. Be patient with yourself. I can tell you, if you want to honor God, is get out of your comfort zone. That's the only way he can work through you.